So probably the thing that you like, and I understand what you mean there, are probably mistakes that I'm making, if I'm being honest.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Bloomberg, writing for movies in Sweden.
Nice to meet you.
Right back at you. I'm a big fan from watching Modern Love, Sing Street, and Begin Again. So really
Thank you.
nice movie too. This movie too. And I don't know if you've um, heard or watched Bo Burnhams Welcome to the Internet, but I kind of feel like this is the not the cynical welcome to the good parts of internet that we get to see in Flora and Son. So I was wondering if that was kind of like a something you thought of at all, or if that's just how it turned out.
I think it started to turn out that way, and then I started to think about it and realized this is, um, we have to try and pull something back from the awfulness of the internet and some of the polarization, that's the crazy way that whole thing, that whole experiment is going, because has to be something great in it. And I thought about creativity and people sharing songs and files, and which I do all the time, and I'm grateful for the ability to do that. So you're right. I think this is like, it's like if the internet was, billions of rooms with shit things going on in them. This is like one room where something cool is happening. You have something creative and helpful and useful, and for sure, yeah, that is a thing that preoccupies us all, I think, at the moment.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm from watching your stuff previously, and also this movie in particular, I kind of feel like a lot of movies follow like the outlines of how every other movie is, and you can kind of, if you like me watch a lot of TV or movies, you can kind of guess where things are heading. But I feel like your things seldom goes where I expect them to, and I mean that in a really good way. So how do you approach like writing and the structures of your stories to? I don't know if you do this consciously, but that's how I feel while watching it.
I don't do it consciously. I think I do it probably because I'm not traditional in my, like, I didn't go to film school. I don't understand films in the same way that people who study movies do. So probably the thing that you like, and I understand what you mean there, are probably mistakes that I'm making. If I'm being honest, I, I'm probably, if I could fix that and make the films go where you expect them to go, I might make more money, or the films might be bigger. But I don't do it by really choice. If I'm being honest, I do it because it's the best I can do, and it's my way of looking at the world. But I do think it's an interesting topic that you raise about um, the way things are going in television at the moment, where you expect. I think that's happening a lot now. Like I watch, lots of different shows, and I'm like, I did not see that coming, particularly in comedy, where people are like, "Oh, you thought it was going to go well? We're gonna knock that on the head." And the tropes of cinema and films are falling away in a very interesting way. The conventional modes of storytelling that were developed in the
Yeah.
50s and 60s and 70s and 80s, and the layers have gone up. It's like the whole thing is blown up now, and you can kind of do what you want, which is actually a very exciting time.
Yeah, I totally agree. And please stay true to yourself. And I
Okay.
hope you do make the big bucks anyways, but keep doing what you're doing. I'm loving it.
Thanks.
So thanks a lot for speaking with me
Thank you
today,
very
and
much.
best of luck with the premiere.
Cheers. I appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.